Hello there and welcome back. Well, this is a 6 o'clock brand new one-day special, and you know it's going to be a cracking deal. We are talking Sentimentally Yours. Details on the screen already for your 2 one-day specials. Yeah, 2 one-day specials. Both with savings that might be carried forward in a few moments. But I'll tell you about that in a few moments. First of all, I need to introduce fabulous Phill Martin. Hello, my darling.
Hello, my darling. Feels like ages. Good afternoon, everybody. Feels like ages.
It does. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
It has been a long time. But not a long time with regards to these, because lots of people got involved with the first release of these, and this is kind of following on the back.
Yeah, so this is a charming collection 2.
Okay.
Which is probably the last in the Charming series. So just to forewarn everybody, Charming Collection 1 sold out by 12 o'clock.
My goodness.
Yeah,
wow.
so I'm just putting it out there. So this is a follow-on to that. So these are all 6 brand new shapes, packed with dies as you would expect. I've used every bit of the metal that I possibly could, and they're so beautiful. These are really delicate, loopy. Beautiful. I've called them charming because that's exactly what they are. Aww. So those beautiful scallops are really delicate and loopy, and obviously you've got like stage, so you've got different stages, different sizes in there. So as a single set of dies, you know you're going to get loads of use from it. As a complete collection, the world is just your oyster.
You've let the cat out of the bag. I was building up the excitement. Now, as Phill quite rightly says, you've got your 2 different one-day specials. So you've got your option 1 at the top here with your octagon, with your ingots, with your stars in there. Details on the screen. If you want to take advantage of that one, you can do. You've got a £6 saving. But we're going to take that £6 saving with us, and we're going to show you the bottom collection. So this is your second collection, or should I say option 2 with this one. You've got your heart, you've got your labels, and you've also got, is it a tag within that one as well? I think it is, isn't it? So yeah, a flag. That's it. Sorry, I do apologise. So again, another £6 savings. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to take those savings with us, and we're going to look at the whole collection together. And as Phill said, we've got the complete collection where you are getting both of those. Now, in addition to that £6 saving that you've gathered from each one of those, you've got an additional £3 saving. So overall, you are saving £15 on this amazing deal. But, and it's a big but, if you are a Freedom member, you are saving even more because there's a discounted price bringing it down even further. So the saving on your screen there is in addition to the £12 saving that I just mentioned to you before. So what you're actually saving is £25.49, bringing it right the way down to £94.45. It's a why not deal. If you're not a Freedom member already, then the cost of becoming a Freedom member, you will still save with this one. So it's definitely one to go for. And you will get 62 dies. You're also going to get your 6 A5 magnetic sheets, which give you the ability to keep those together so you don't not miss out on any of those. But they come together beautifully. I mean, Phill, these are gorgeous.
Oh, can I just say, these boards were done by my own fair hands.
They're beautiful.
And they took me ages because I've laid them on tape. So these, again, I'm just going to say, these are a really beautiful collection of dies. And you all already know at home what the first collection was like. And you know you're going to get so much use from these, and you're going to be able to mix and match them with the first collection. So you could take the labels to outer shape, which is larger, but you could use one of the circles from collection 1 in the middle to completely mix and match and change it. Love the charmed flags. I'm going to say I think that's possibly my favourite.
For the next few moments, till I show you the other
until we get on to the next collection. But can you see right in the middle, we've got the extra little button dies.
Yes.
So I've not wasted any space. It's a different set of buttons on each die set as well. So as a collection, it's just wow. It's
amazing. So that one is option 2 if you wanted to go for them as options. But let's face it, who's going to go for options when you can bring that saving forward and get an additional saving as a Freedom member? So your other option, which is part of your complete collection, again, you've got your octagons. We love our octagons.
I love octagons, and most people that know me know that I favour octagons over hexagons any day. I don't know why, I just do. But you also know that if you've got my double debossed or elegant eyelet octagons, that these are going to match with that as well.
Love it. Again, the ingots. I mean, this is
I love that shape. I love that shape.
Beautiful?
And I think there are quite a few in this second release that you can use portrait or landscape.
Yes.
And that was a conscious decision when I did them to make sure that if you want to do a little A5 card, these are going to work. Worth mentioning that these are all on A5 magnetic sheets, so they're not massive dies.
Yeah.
These are the perfect size for any
and
kind
I
of
love
card.
the way that with each of these little kind of scallops, it gets smaller and smaller. It's all in proportion.
And they all feature, obviously, the little deboss stitch. So every one of the layers, right down to the teeny tiny buttons in the middle, have my debossed stitching detail in them as well. So not a cut
beautiful.
stitch, it's a debossed stitch, which is something a little bit special. And I can promise you, on live TV, that it won't cut through. It is designed, it's a special process in the manufacturing of the dies to make sure it doesn't go all the way through. It goes halfway through your card. It looks phenomenal.
And of course, then you start crafting with them, and this is where the fun begins. These are going to be dies that you're going to be using over and over again.
Absolutely, and no matter what your style is, that's one of Lozzy's cards, and Lozzy likes to throw everything in the kitchen sink on them. But you know what? It works.
Doesn't it?
So if you like to do that, you know it's going to work. If you like to go over the top with flowers and make really pretty cards,
I love it, that heart nestled in the middle
absolutely. You know, they're going to work, and they're going to work for your mixed media. The flags in particular, you're going to be able to make journal pages with them.
Love it.
And make your own little journals with them.
This one's a fabulous one
as
as
well.
well.
Completely different.
Yeah,
something
stripping
for
it right
everybody.
back. I love it. Now, rapidly approaching 20% of the stock has already gone. Already. We're just talking about a few moments into the hour. It's only 6 minutes past the hour. So bear in mind that the last time these were, well, the kind of the first collection, should I say, the last time that we saw anything like these, they sold out by midday. Yeah, midday. So you need to get in nice and early with regards to these. The designs are exquisite. So whether you're making your small cards or your large cards, you've got something
Everybody's
to fit
covered,
it.
yeah. And what I've done is, when you come back to me, I'll maybe show you the dies again. But I've even made sure that the outer die, the largest die, fits on an A5 card.
Beautiful.
But then I've made sure as well that right down to the smallest design, the smallest patterned one, it's perfect for your little tags and things like that. So many different ways you can use these.
It's beautiful. It's almost like you've almost got that extra matten layer involved, isn't it, with those?
Yeah.
Really, really pretty
Can I just say before I forget that if you're a Freedom member, 25 quid off is one of the dies for free, and then another £5.
Oh, really?
Because these retail at £19.99 a set.
Oh, I see.
So
which is a good price, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure I never noticed that.
Oops, well, it's out there now.
Take advantage before I change mine.
So, yeah, the details are there on your screen. If you want to go for the complete collection, which is the way that most of you are going for them, you can see you're looking at £31.48 being the first of your 3 flexi buys. That saving on your screen there, £13.49, is in addition to the previous savings that we've been speaking of. So, yes, you're saving over £25 with these. And as Phill said there, it's one of those dies, an extra £5 to boot as well. So it's pretty much covering the cost of your Freedom membership on top of that bonus die. That's why it makes it into a why not deal. So you can tick that box as you're checking out your basket and see those savings appear and the post and packing disappear. At 916 116 if you're wanting to get hold of yours. But of course, they are available in their 2 one-day specials should you want to go down that route. I've also got loads of other things that you might like to have a little look at on the website, because if you've got 3 flexi buys, then it makes sense to take advantage of that, doesn't it? Add some other goodies into your basket. Things that you might need, like your sentiments in there as well. Embossing folders as well. Maybe you're going to be using those alongside your dies as well. And there's the most amazing cardstock on the show as well. And we've got brand new colours featuring within the cardstock. And we know how you love the cardstock as well. So absolutely beautiful. And I think Phil's working with some of that in his demonstration. So you'll see it in just a few moments. You've got 6 new colours featuring there. Gorgeous pastel tones. They're there somewhere. There's so much. You put too much on the show, mate. Look, it's taken us ages to get through all of these. But you can see you've got obviously your embossing powders, you've got your all different elements there, including your pick and mix with regards to your cardstock. So your pick and mix, you're going to choose any 3 packs, and it might be that you're treating yourself to 3 of those brand new ones and going back in and getting more of the brand new. And we're looking at the lavender haze, malted milk, which I love, French champagne, obviously who doesn't love French champagne, and then powder blue, a rose petal and fresh mint. What gorgeous colours.
Yeah, they're absolutely gorgeous. And the photos, honestly, the photos just do not do this justice. This is double-sided luster card. So if you treated yourself to the... I first launched the luster card at the Christmas shows at the beginning of July. So if you've already had that and got that home, you know the quality of this is absolutely second to none.
Beautiful.
It's 290 GSM. It's double-sided pearlescent card, luster card.
See that sheen there.
It die cuts a dream. It feels just so luxurious. I can't recommend this card enough.
It's gorgeous, and it's proven to be popular. You can choose any 3 of those for $22.49, but don't worry, if you want all 6 of them, then you can come back in and have a second hit of your one-day special, not your one-day special, you pick a mix. So with these, you're going to choose any 3 packs, and within each of those packs, how many sheets have we got?
20 sheets.
20, so it's 60,
yeah.
60 pages, my goodness.
Yeah.
£22.49. That is a bargain. So if
It
you're
is a
wanting
bargain.
yours, then do take advantage. Details there, 692-269 if you're wanting those. So
I only do bargains.
You only do bargains.
Right, so this was actually the demo I did on my Facebook Live on Saturday, and I did have to finish it off, so I'm just going to show you this. So can you see we've got the hearts?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the demo I'm going to do today in a different colourway.
Okay.
So I just want to show you that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a bit special. This is actually, if my brother's watching or his future wife, don't look. Because this will be your wedding card. But I'm going to recreate that now in a different colourway. So the card that I've used on here, just so you know, is the powder blue. It's absolutely beautiful. And to give you a little tip, the speckled egg distress oxide works really, really well with that. So all the stamping on this card has been done with the speckled egg.
Perfect.
Yeah? So this is what we're going to recreate now in a different colourway. I'll probably have to do this in stages because you know me, 1 demo an hour, but it's always a fabulous one. So just to show you how to create this card, it's the easiest thing in the world. It's basically, this is 2 8x8 cards. The right card overlapped and glued on top of the right panel of the left card. And then all you do is you just fold the panel into itself, so you've halved it. And then to get the height up there, all I do is I just measure up however high I want it to be. So I think I did 10 centimetres in this case. And then you just chop that with your knife, and then your panels are obviously 1/2 centimetre shorter, and then you just measure it top and bottom and slice it off on your guillotine. So what I've done here is the lavender haze. Sorry everybody, I'm trying not to dazzle you, but that cardstock is absolutely stunning. It's the most beautiful. I'm funny with purples and lilacs and things like that. I either really like it or I don't. So for me to do a lilac cardstock, you know, I really like it. And it's just like a hint of it.
Oh, I love that, the little kind of wraparound that you got from the scallops. It's almost like a little photo
yeah, absolutely. Yeah? Well, this scallop is actually the scallop border that is part of the compendium that hopefully we'll get to in a bit. So it's exclusive to the compendium box. You can only get it as part of the compendium box. I don't know whether I've got mine. I've got my 2 here. So this is obviously it's going to complement the charming dies perfectly because it's the same scallop.
Yes.
But you can only get that as part of the compendium box. So that's all I've done there is I've chopped the scalloped border out twice, chopped it down the middle, and I've edged the 2 edges with that. So onto the inside panels of the card, which is what I'm going to do next. So I've matted and layered this with the lavender haze cardstock again, and I've used the classic flourish embossing folder. But you've got all 5 on. So what I've done is I've put all 5 of my favourite, the ones that I use all the time, embossing folders. Yeah. So you've got a little bundle with all 5 on.
Wonderful. Now, if you're wanting those, the details are at the bottom of the screen. I haven't got them to hand to show you, but have a look at these on the image that we're going to share with you. Show you all those different finishes that you can get with them. They're brilliant and definitely worth going for at $39.95. And you can see the fabulous way that they've done is you can actually see the design that you've got with regards to these as well. They're big sizes as well. So if you're into your larger cards, then these are perfect. They're actually 8x8 in size. But of course, with these, you can line it up and make sure that you can put it in through an even larger piece of cardstock if your machine will allow you to do so. 2 flexi buys means you're looking at less than £20 for that first payment to get them on the way. And these are beautiful. I love this one with that elegant curve in there.
A fiver off to boot. So you're almost getting 2/3 of one of them for free. Yeah, so these are the ones that I use day in, day out, week in, week out. If you follow me on social media, you will know that all of these embossing folders are featured quite frequently.
Right.
I've got some boards down there. I don't know whether you've got time to run and get them because it just shows you what they look like.
And I've just noticed as well the little scallop there as well. So of course that's going to work beautifully alongside obviously your one-day special.
So you've got that. You can see there's a theme. There's
You've
a
thought
theme
about
there,
this,
and
haven't you?
believe it or not, I released these embossing folders, well, this one particularly, last year.
Ooh.
So I wonder if I knew what I was going to be doing. It makes you
I
wonder.
love it. All the hearts. Now, this would be lovely on a wedding card, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. They're the ones that feature on that wedding card that I've made. But also, you've got the diamonds, so good for the guys.
Yeah.
You've got the flourish, which is good for the guys as well.
Absolutely beautiful, coming right the way around to that. Oh, I like that one. I think that one's my favourite. Like that one a lot. So you're going to get all of those, as you can see, £5 saving on those. I've got the boards to show you because obviously sometimes it's a little tricky to see when you look at it in the embossing folders themselves. So here we go. If I tilt these forward, you'll be able to see those gorgeous effects that you've got there. Again, that was the one with the little scallop detail. Going to work beautifully with your one-day special. Again, the flourishes, one of my favourites like that.
Yeah.
It's a good deep emboss with these as well.
They're very deep. So these are, and sorry if I sound like a broken record to everybody who watches me all the time, but these are regular embossing folders, but they're almost the depth of a 3D embossing folder.
Oh, I see.
You know me, I'm not happy to just do what's already been done. I wanted 2D embossing folders, but thicker. So these actually do almost give you a 3D impression. You can see just how deep they are.
So cute, those little hearts there. So yeah, again, very, very effective. Again, brilliant value for money. When you're looking at the quantity, you're getting 5 of those for that price. And as I say, they're 2 flexi buys. You're wanting to take advantage of spreading the cost over 2 payments. 171670 if you're liking the look of those. Beautiful.
Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is the same as I did on my Facebook Live. I've already matted and layered these embossed panels, but we're actually going to wink over them. We're going to do this. I wanted it really shabby, so apologies if you're watching me repeat myself from the weekend. But I've got one of my brayers. The brayers are not on the show, but they are on the website. I've got a pack of 2 brayers. You get a 6-inch and a 4-inch.
Okay.
And this is the one that I've left, you're not going to believe I'm saying this, but this is the one that I've left dirty. And I've left it dirty. It's only dirty with gesso and stuff, and I've left it on purpose.
Okay.
Obviously, I've got lots of clean ones as well.
I can imagine.
It wouldn't be me if I did have more than one. But the reason I've done that is it almost gives you texture before you even start when you're doing this. So I'm using milled lavender, distress oxides, because I'm not wanting to cover the whole thing. I'm just wanting it to catch certain parts of it, just so it gives it a nice shabby chic look. And milled lavender is perfect with this lavender haze.
Lovely.
So that's what we're going to do. I'll do my 3 panels. If you need to interrupt me, you can absolutely do that.
Will indeed.
I'm banging away.
That's all right. I'll try and shout over what you're doing there.
Go on, you go for it.
Of course, we are here because we are launching the one-day special. So let me give you a little bit of information with regards to that one. We're busy from the offset. In fact, before we even started the show, you were placing your orders for these because, of course, many of you got hold of the first collection and you naturally want the second collection to follow. So details are on the screen for your one-day special. So just to explain to you, your one-day special is made up of 2 different options. Option 1 at the top here with your star, you've got your octagon in there, and you've also got that gorgeous ingot, which is almost like a rectangle with squared off corners. Beautiful design. Then down at the front, you've got option 2. That's where you've got your hearts. You've got those gorgeous kind of labels effect, as you can see there, and you've got your flags as well. Now, each one of those one-day one-day specials has got a £6 saving. Just trying to cram all those words in as quickly as I can. So that means that naturally, if you were going for them both together, you'd want to take advantage of those, wouldn't you? Of course, that's £12 saving. Well, we are bringing that £12 saving forward with us with that deal to give you an additional saving. So if you're not a Freedom member, you will actually be saving £15 with regards to these because you've got your £12 saving adding on to that 3. Works similarly with the Freedom membership price, as you can see there. So that means that in addition to that £13.49, you are actually saving an additional £12, which means you are saving over £25. Now, when you consider just one of those die sets would normally set you back at $19.99, you can see why it's such an amazing deal. And don't forget, you are getting your magnetic sheets with these as well, so storage is not an issue. Straight away, the moment they arrive, you'll be able to keep everything together. And the beauty is you can spread the cost over 3 payments. First payment of £31.48. If you're a Freedom member, you will get everything delivered to your door for that first payment. Second payment in a month's time, and the third a month after that. But you need to be quick with these. as anticipated, we knew it was going to be a popular one, but didn't realise it'd be quite so popular, so much so that a quarter of the stock has gone already. Just looking at the clock, it's only 20 minutes past the hour. It's flying out. Now, this is supposed to last a full 24 hours. We have spoken to Phill about this one, and of course, it's one of those deals that you have to take advantage while you can. I know Julia's coming in a little bit. Yeah.
She is.
Just warning you, Julia, you might well want a plan B. Just saying at this moment in time. So yeah, if you're wanting it, take advantage of it quickly while you've got the chance, and while you've got your 3 flexi buys, perhaps add in some of those additional things like the new cardstock, absolutely beautiful as well. So yeah, I'll give you more updates as I need to, but back over to you, Phill.
Okay, so I'm just going to show you how that looks once we've got, there you go. So you can see it's kind of shabby. I've just saved one panel to show you. And again, I'm going to apologise if you see me do this a lot, but I'm not covering the whole braille with ink, look. I'm just making sure it's patchy. And because it's patchy on the braille means it will be patchy when I run over the embossed area. Now, for me to do this when I've already matted and layered it, just shows you how confident I am that these embossing folders are top quality. Let me show you that, look.
That's gorgeous.
And what we're going to do now is I'm quickly just going to dab off the excess ink. I am just going to clean that off as well.
Wonderful. While you're doing that, can I give everybody a bit of an update? Because these have proven to be very, very popular. They're gorgeous. Of course, you've got an 8-inch size with regards to these ones, but you've got a phenomenal saving. You're saving a £5 on these. You're getting all of these coming to you for that phenomenal price on your screen. You've got your flourishes that Phil's working with. You've got your diamonds there, which are perfect for your gents themes card if you wanted to go down to a particular route. That looked fabulous in almost like a graphite colour as well, almost like an industrial look.
Well, you imagine, if I'd have had time, I would have done this, but you imagine that new lustre cardstock embossed with these, it would look phenomenal.
Amazing. Again, this was a really pretty delicate one. This one would look beautiful. It's almost like a little lacy effect. That would look fabulous in those cardstocks that were shared with you, the lustre card. And again here, the heart, where you've got the intersection where every single one of those little pieces comes together with a beautiful little heart. They are all absolutely gorgeous, and of course that one is where you've got that division there with that scalloped line, which lends itself so well to the one-day special. You are getting all of these, all of them coming together. You've got a £5 saving, and you've got your 2 flexi buys with regard to these as well. I can hardly hold them. They're 8 by 8, they're huge. But if you're wanting yours, the details are there, 171670. And of course they are deeper than your regular dies. They're not your 3D embossing folders, but they are as they're deeper than the deeper ones that you've used to. Does that make sense?
I knew what you meant,
Phill
darling.
explained it way better than I did, but you're going to get that deeper emboss without that kind of 3D look to it, if that makes sense as well. So you get those into your basket as well.
Right, so all I'm doing now is I'm just going to glitter the edges of my white pieces, and this is exactly how I do this when I'm making my samples, when I'm doing my Facebook Lives or anything. Do it all first, and then I just go round with the glue, and I don't worry about this being the... I say this to everybody because people think, oh, I can't do that and then glitter it, but do you know what? The glitter is so gorgeous, it just looks fab, and it just adds to the texture and the shabby chicness, if that's even a word. So I'm literally just going around with my glue. The glue is not on the show, but it's probably on the website.
It'll be on the website under your brand section. You'll find any of those bits and pieces that Phil's referring to. If we've not got on the show, that's where you'll find them. Incidentally, folks, the phone lines are getting a little bit busy now. So if you are looking at placing your order via the phone lines, we will get to you as soon as we possibly can. Make sure you've got all of those goodies. Have you been making your wish list as you go? Because, of course, when you place your order, if you place it after being in a queue, you don't want to get back in a queue to order something else that you've forgotten about. So make sure you've got your list there, your one-day special, your embossing folders. Don't forget that pearlescent cardstock as well. You want it all. You'll probably be ordering again later, but I'm just saying.
Right, you could see I was having fun there, just mixing my glitters up. So I'm actually using moon dust. So moon dust, again, apologies, I've not put it on the show, but it will be under the... Oh, I think it might be an end of call as well, so you might be able to get moon dust as an end of call.
Oh, we do like an end of call.
So moon dust, yeah, just so you know.
I love
moon dust is actually not silver. It's actually transparent with a little tiny hint of silver in it.
Look to it, yeah.
And it looks amazing with lavenders, with the beige cards or anything like that. So I'm just going to quickly...
that's the kind of the translucent element that kind of lends it so well to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very delicate. Is it an end of corn?
Katie, she's been shopping. She's been popping things in her basket. She's found it. It's an end of corn.
Right, so I'm literally just going to go around the edge, and then whilst this is drying, I'm going to die cut one of the stars to show you.
Okay.
So on the wedding card, I showed you at the beginning we use the hearts.
Yes.
But this shape of card can absolutely be applied to any one of the 6 new shapes. So you just need to wiggle about how much you do it. And obviously I've done a very pretty card, but you imagine that card shape done with cogs and gears, and you use the labels too. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think this for me is why these dies have been so popular, because you can apply them to whatever your style is. So I'm just going around the edge, and then I'll do a little wiggle and show you. That's how fine that is. Move that to one side. So I'll let you have a quick look at this.
Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, look at that.
Obviously the glue's still white. You will see it properly. There you go. You'll see it properly once the glue's gone transparent. And what you end up with is a beautiful, beautiful, really delicate tint of silver.
Yes.
So it's not as harsh as proper silver is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop those there and just let those... Oh, I've missed one.
Oh, dear.
That would have been embarrassing if I'd have been sticking my card together and I'd just got glue. Sorry everybody, but I wanted to do this from scratch because it's one of those cards that I know lots of people are going to want to have a go at. I've done it massive, as you would expect, as an 8x8, but it works as 5x5, 4x4, 6x6, once you've got the shape. And then I think we'll cut one of the new pearl cards and show you how that cuts. Now, most people that know me will have noticed already that I've got a Big Shot Pro next to me. And I brought this machine on purpose rather than the other one that I usually bring with me, the electronic one, because I want you to see just how fab these dies cut when you're using a manual machine as well. And believe you me, I could have just bought the other one because this weighs an absolute. I could put it in the car, and the car went. Woo. Right, so choose a colour, darling.
Oh,
just choose one.
Is lavender too predictable?
Yeah, well, yeah, because we're using that. Choose another one.
What was the pinky tone? The pink. The pink.
Pink.
Yeah,
right, let's do the pink then. Let's do the pink. So remember, this is double-sided cardstock. It's a coloured core as well. I don't know whether you can see that. Look.
Oh, right, okay. So does
Can you see that's it's not white, it's a pale pink.
So does that change dependent on the cardstock that you've got? So it'll have a different colour core for each one? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'm just going to snip a bit. We'll use that bit and I'll do one of the hearts.
Okay.
It's not so bad for me because I can just nip to my shop and help
You're
myself.
loving your lavender, incidentally, as well. If that pick and mix, the lavender is the one that's proven to be most popular. Oh, I've gone down here. Hold on. The powdered blue you're liking as well. I've got a feeling that you're being led by that card, first of all, that Phill showed you, and then, of course, the lavender theme that he's working with. The beautiful colours that you've got in here as well. I love that malted milk. I think that's such a clever description there. And, of course, that gorgeous kind of pale green, that minty green that you've got there as well. There's one missing, isn't there? Where have I missing one? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Have you got one missing?
Oh, sorry. I was hiding the French champagne. Not the first time that's happened either. But there you go, the French champagne. That is your 6th one there, and that is that gorgeous, beautiful colour, as you can see there. That off-white tone as well. So with regards to these, if you're wanting all 6 of them, then of course you pick a mix. It gives you 3 options, so you just do that twice. Collect your 3 up, put them into your basket, and then come back and choose another 3 and add those into your basket as well. Works brilliantly. At £22.49, because they're on the same item number. If you're not a Freedom member, you're not paying any additional post and packing. So it makes sense to go for them at the same time, and you'll get 20 sheets of each one of those that you choose to place your order for. 692-269 if you are wanting those. How are you getting on over there?
I'm ready to cut for you. So I'm just wondering whether to do a star or whether to do a heart. I'll do a star because star is what I've got. Is what's going on this card. So this is obviously my full set of charming dies.
And they come on those magnetic sheets as well,
they
don't
come
they?
on the
Brilliant.
I'll do the next size down, being as I've not cut the card.
Oh, you've been a bit frugal there.
But this is 290 GSM cardstock.
Oh, that's a good weight, yeah.
And it's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Right, here we go. So let's just run that through. I'll try not to wreck the set. I'm not used to a manual machine. And you know, and when I started using it at home the other day when I was cutting for one of my samples, everything fell off my unit. And I'm like, oh, that'll teach me, that'll teach me. So let's just
See,
put
the
that.
fall away is beautiful as well with that scalloped edge.
Well, yeah, the cutaways, it's for making your apertures and everything,
definitely. Yeah, shaker card, that looks
It's
beautiful.
not bad, that. I'm almost in the middle as well.
Well, it's slightly
So-
off-centre because of adding your sentiment, of course.
Yeah. So obviously you can see already, oh, the bits are falling out already. So you can see, people that have bought my dies already know the quality of them. They're absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to tease that out.
Oh, it's that sound. That
There we
popping
go.
sound.
Oh,
Look at
they're all
that.
falling out. I'll just pop that there for now. But I'm just going to bring that in so you can see the little stitching detail.
Oh, that is so
And can I just say,
pretty.
that is in one pass on a manual
Yes,
machine.
yeah.
So if you've got an electronic machine, you absolutely know you're going to get that dead easy. But it was important for me to show you just how well these cut on a manual machine as well, because not everybody's got an electronic one.
Yeah.
Okay, you can have that later, darling.
Oh, thank you.
For free, for free.
You're so generous.
Yeah, I'm generous like that. Generous to 25 quid discounts on the Freedom Prize. That's not going to get me to the Bahamas. Anyway, right, so I'm just going to show you the stars, because the stars, when you get these home, the stars only fit one way.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah? So what I didn't want to do was a star that was elongated. I wanted a proper star, as in star. Oh, it actually looks fab like that. Look.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, so the star will only fit one way. You'll figure it out yourself. I was going to mark my dies, but I decided against it because I'm a bit OCD. So can you see that that's not straight?
Right, yes, yeah.
I can see that one's
like
a
the
little bit longer.
shoulders.
Yeah, one's a little bit longer than the other, and I think that that is right. So if I find it on the right place, and there we are. No, we're not. Turn it round. I'm checking first before I do it because I'm going to stamp on these stars. I'm telling you because I don't want you to get these home and think, oh, this star don't fit properly, because it does, but only in one direction. And that's me being clever at the design process. Thinking, yeah,
That's the thing.
clever.
But of course, it's been.
That's clever.
You can't just kind of copy and paste or reduce and reduce and reduce. It's a case of that it's got to be done right
Yeah,
to make
absolutely.
it the layers perfect as you go. So
Trust me to start with a star. How much time have we got left?
yeah,
We've
does
got
it make
it,
a
we've got
difference
it,
if you
we've got
flip it
it.
over as well?
We've got it. Sorry?
I wondered if it made a difference if you flip it over as well.
I've done it. Have you got the dies there? Just while I'm faffing to show everybody,
no
because it
problem.
makes more sense if you see it in real life.
Okie dokie. So these ones, obviously the star
There you
dies
go.
that you're talking about. So again, with regards to this, you've got your outer parameter die. So of course that's the one that the magnets are so good on these, I can't lift it off the sheet. So you've got there you go. So you've got your outer parameter die there. I'm not going to rotate it round because I'll end up in the same pickle. But I suppose what you could do is, like you say, if you wanted to just put like a little mark on there, do put the mark on the flat side. Oh, look how magnetic they are. They're on the flip side there, so it makes it easier for you to actually see that marking. But yeah, it's a good idea actually putting that in place. I need to pop that one back in.
I was going to do
Rotated
that,
round,
but
isn't it?
because I'm...
So of course you've got your stars, you've got your octagons, you've also got your elongated rectangle or your ingot. That is your one day special. But of course most of you are going for the complete collection, which means you're going to go for option 2 naturally at the same time, with your hearts, with your fabulous labels, as you can see there, and of course that beautiful pennant that you've got there with your flag as well. Don't forget, with each one of these you've got additional elements, the little tiny buttons, making sure that you're maximising every single little area on that plate when those dies have been cut out. So if you're wanting to get hold of yours, 3 flexi buys will get them on their way to you. The first one today is just £34.98. But Katie said I've got a bit of an update with regards to this one. 30% of the stock. Oh wow, okay. Not quite what we expected, but yeah, it's only half an hour into the first hour. So yeah, fingers crossed everything's going to last right the way through, because yeah, Julie's going to be in trouble otherwise, isn't she?
She'll find something to do, I'm sure. Right, so I've got these all lined up, and what we're going to do now is we're going to use the... I thought I'd brought one with the packaging on just to show you, but I must have not. So this is the Papillon Paradise medley stamp that looks really inspirational. Yes. I thought I brought one without the with the insert, but I can't have done. So we're going to stamp some decoration onto this. So I'm just going to turn my stars to the side because I find that easier to stamp sideways. And again, we're going for that lovely shabby chic look. So a couple of little tips I can give you at this stage. So if you wanted it to be even more dishevelled and shabby, instead of putting the ink on properly, which is what I'm going to do now, you could just rub it over.
Okay.
And then what happens is you rub that over. I don't know whether you can see because I've chosen such a pale colour. It actually misses bits and it hits bits. Yeah.
Nice.
So what you end up with is a proper wishy-washy background. Yeah. But I want this a little bit stronger.
Okay.
So I'm just going to cover that up.
Oh, we've had a lovely email in. Shall I read to you? Oh, this is from the lovely Kerry. Actually, I've got a different signature on the end of it, but not to worry. So Kerry absolutely loves her Sentimentally Yours products, and this show falls on the same... Oh, I see, this is why it's come down from the customer service. I thought it sounded a bit odd. So it's kind of in the third person. I must do apologise. So, yes. Kerry absolutely loves her Sentimentally Yours products, and the show falls on the same week as her birthday, and it's exactly a year ago since she received her embossing kits. Kerry is so excited that she's able to order these, as she couldn't order these last year. So, there you go.
That's lovely. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to email in.
Please tell Phill that Kerry says hello.
Thank you. That's lovely. Oh, it's lovely when people do that. Send us nice emails. Right, so I'm just adding some more texture to this one. And I'm probably going to have to do that in 2 bits. So all it is really is just background. I mean, look.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's pretty, isn't it? So I'm just going to do the rest. And then for the middle of the card on the inside, I have done one of the borders from the compendium. I'm just going to mention that if you didn't get the compendium when I released it in
what's
February...
What's the compendium all about then?
It's massive. It's what I did on my birthday.
Oh, right, OK.
On my birthday event, but we've not got many left, so I've put the bit that we've got left on the show.
Right.
And put a big discount on for everybody.
I see.
So you're actually making a massive saving.
Oh, OK. Fair enough then.
So...
popping the details up on the screen. So if you saw the compendium before, then you can see they've got massive £35 saving on this one. £89.99. So it's going to be your last opportunity to get hold of it. You've actually got 201 elements in there, and that isn't breaking it down into the individuals that you've got there. Wow, that is a good bundle.
It's absolutely jam-packed. You've got embossing folders, paper packs, stamps, dies, stencils, cardstock, grey board, exclusive. Well, everything that's in there is limited edition and exclusive, so they won't ever be.
So you can't get them anywhere else.
No.
Ah, and of course, all comes beautifully packaged in a box, so you can store it all together. So 321019, 2 flexi buys of £45 each with regards to those. So might be an idea to get hold of it if you missed out on it previously. Especially
if you've got the 3 flexi buys, because that will split it into 3 for you as well.
I think it does, doesn't it? I think.
So when I cut the border, these little offcuts, I save loads and loads of these little offcuts from my matting and layering. So it's going to go down the middle, but again, we're going to tie the whole theme in from the Papillon Paradise with the border. And I'm just going to ink up the border, and it just adds subtle, pretty interest to the back of the card when we get that far. Now you know why I'm only doing 1 demo. Because I would never have time to do 2. And you know, every time I prep, I think, oh, I've over-prepped. But every time I'm here, I've never over-prepped.
No, just to give you time check, you've got about 20 minutes. So, yeah. Which might seem like a long time, but not in Phill Martin.
I don't know, not in my world. So can you see what a difference, just that? I'm not trying to be careful because it's not dry yet. As soon as you pop that onto the white, look.
Yes.
Can you see that? I know I always choose the best colours to show you on TV.
We can just
there you go.
At least see that. It'll all come together when we see it.
So I just need a minute to dry these off if you want to do a little recap or do anything.
No problem at all. So, of course, 1 day special. Let me just mention that to you because, of course, that's why we're here. 6 o'clock, that's when it's launched. You've been loving it as well. And we've got 2 different sets with regards to these. I'm going to show you some finished samples, actually, because we've got some amazing finished samples. You've got 2 different sets with regards to your 1 day special, but most of you have been going for the complete collection, which gives you all of those and that additional saving. saving. It also means if you're a Freedom member, you're saving over £25. And normally, one of these die sets by themselves would cost you the best part of £20. So you can see you're saving. It's like you're getting one of those and you're actually getting a £5 off as well. And of course, it's adding this detail, things like your octagons here, the stars that Phill is working with, the opportunity to multi-layer these and have some amazing projects is very much the key thing with this one. The hearts, again, you can see so many different layers, but you choose which of those you want. I love the little heart-shaped buttons as well. Just think they look absolutely amazing, adding those little accents. But of course, you can layer these up as much as you want to. Of course, team them up alongside the other octagon dies that Phill has brought to us previously, and you could be making your cards with regards to those. So absolutely beautiful. Here, I love this. It's kind of deeping in, drawing your eye into the centre there. You could almost have little initials of the happy couple there, couldn't you, if you were making it into a wedding card, maybe a little photograph. And then I love this one. This is such a clever idea. What Alison has done is she's taken the flags, but she's put them back to back. What a clever idea. And it's almost like a yin and yang with your positive and your negative going on there. Very effective, do like that one. And David has created a beautiful piece with this one, again using one of those gorgeous embossing folders that we showed you a little bit earlier on. So you can see how everything comes together so beautifully. That's why it's proven to be a very, very popular complete collection. And the details are there on your screen. If you're wanting all 62 of those dies, plus your 6 A5 magnetic sheets to store them on, then the details that you need are on your screen. 916116. Now don't forget, each of those savings from your one-day specials are being carried forward. So for option 1 at the top there, you would be saving £6 on your one-day special. For option 2 down at the bottom, you'd be saving another £6, meaning that you're saving £12 overall. Then bringing those savings forward, you're going to get an additional £13.49 if you're a Freedom member. That's going to be your additional saving, meaning that you're actually saving £25.49 overall. That's where that huge saving comes from. And of course, one of those sets would normally be $19.99. Now, everybody is saving. So if you're not a Freedom member, you will still save in addition to that £12 saving. But of course, because the saving is so big, it turns out to be one of those things that we call a why not deal, because you are saving more than you're spending on your membership. Your membership is £7.97, but you saw that if you take your membership out, that can kind of bite into your £25 saving, but you're still quids in, aren't you? Because you're still saving more than you would be if you weren't a Freedom member. And of course, you get your calendar month full of free post and packing. You don't have to worry about those. But rapidly approaching a third of the stock has gone. Don't forget, the first collection that came out sold out by midday, the day after the launch. With this one, please do not miss out on it. We haven't got those on the show because we just haven't been able to bring them to you because they've been so popular. So we only have the second collection available here. So do not miss out on it. Do not find that you are missing out on these like you may well have missed out on the first collection. Doesn't matter which order you get them in, but just make sure that you get hold of them while you can. 916116 if you're wanting to get hold of those. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You're right over there, Phill?
I'm fine, love, yeah. That gave me a chance to faff with these stars until I got him in the right direction, which is exactly what I needed. So we're going to start putting this card together now. So I've obviously decorated the back panel. We're going to stick the side panels on now. Oh, little tip for you, look. I've done a L
a lefty and a righty.
An L and an R, yeah, because no matter, it's supposed to be symmetrical, but you know, with the best will in the world, you're always going to have a couple of millimetres difference. So let's start putting this very glamorous card together.
It's very extravagant, this one. This is beautiful.
It is. I mean, it looks, the colours are just gorgeous, aren't they?
That lavender is beautiful.
Here we go. And I wanted to do this. I was always going to demo this when I was here, but I wanted to do it as something other than a wedding card.
Right, yes.
Just make sure I've got them the right direction. I have to check.
A special birthday or something like this. I mean, absolutely gorgeous.
Well, you're just going to get so much use from these. So we've now got that going on.
Lovely.
Which looks beautiful before I even start. So we'll start decorating the inside, and then I'm going to show you the sentiments. So I've already got my what I call little bag.
This is your little bag. This is your little bag of embellishments.
That's my little bag of embellishments. So I'm just popping that through the middle, and then I'll snip off the excess, and that should be the perfect height to go top to bottom in the middle of there.
Is that thunder I can hear in the studio? My goodness. Just heard a rumble. I thought, that's Phil's tummy's going, but it's not. It's thunder. Got thunder going on like that. Oh, Katie's left her windows open. Oh, that's it. She's going to have damp curtains when she gets home. Oh, the Molly's just realised she has as well.
Oh, so funny. As long as you've not left your sunroofs open.
I nearly
'cause that would
did
be
earlier
fun.
on, yes. Yeah.
Right, so I'm literally just popping that down the middle, and it's slightly difficult for you to see at home because I've used such a pale colour, but all that does is it just breaks up and it starts the theme from the middle of the card all the way through. So now we're going to get our stars on, and these are going on foam tape, so make sure I've got that in the right direction. And what I did was I cut a plain star as well, just in plain white cardstock, and we're going to make that into a double star.
Okay.
Yeah, so again,
that's
it gives it a different look again. So let's just pop some foam tape on that. I've just seen the time. I'm like, who can faff with a bit of glitter in an embossing folder? I can.
But you do it so well.
But I like to show you from start to finish, because that's how you learn the most, really.
It is indeed.
So I'll pop that there. Go on, you do it, Hayley. I'm just sticking this on.
I was just picking up the Lustre card because it's proving to be very, very popular. You're loving that lavender, very much so. Now, don't forget, all of these are double-sided as well. So your lavender is on the far side there. It's a beautiful tone with that one. A very luxurious feel to it and look to it as well. Absolutely amazing. So you're loving your lavender, which is another one that we need to mention. Sorry, Katie. The powder blue, yeah, good choice. Good choice. That is absolutely beautiful. And also your petal as well, your rose petal, you're liking that one as well. Absolutely beautiful. To be honest, you're liking all of them. Those are the ones that the majority are adding in. Don't forget you've got your malted milk, of course, which is that gorgeous, almost like minky tone. Beautiful description of it, malted milk. And then you've got that lovely minty tone there, as you can see there, with that gorgeous fresh mint blue. Fresh mint blue. Minty blue.
That gorgeous
green.
fresh mint blue.
And then I think I probably had too much of the French champagne, but there you go. £22.49. You're going to choose any three of those. You will get 20 sheets per pack, giving you 60 sheets overall. It's absolutely beautiful quality with a coloured core as well, which is nice. So if you are doing those torn techniques, it's going to look amazing. So yeah, details on your screen at 692269. It's part of your pick and mix. So those are the new ones. There are lots of other colours as well, so you can jump onto the website and see them, but those are the newest ones, and I know most of you will have the others as well already, so you might be adding those to your collection. How are you getting on over there?
I'm just deciding where the foam tape needs to go on this, because I want my little stars hanging over the edge, but I don't want you to be able to see foam tape once I've done that. Do you see how different that looks already just by changing the heart to a star?
Yeah.
Very pretty. So I'm sticking that on. I've done the inside so far.
Oh, that looks fabulous.
We're not quite finished yet, though. There's still quite a bit to do to this card.
Lovely. We've got is it about 9 minutes or so left? Yeah, there or thereabouts.
That should just be enough time to get my flowers on.
See, I've knocked a minute off there just in case, but
yeah. Right, so let's just get the bottom part on. Oops, here we go. You'll be glad to know I've already stamped all my flowers and cut all my flowers out, because can you imagine?
There was a day I could help you doing this, wasn't there? When would you have a little job to do
I'll be
as
glad
a presenter?
when you can, because then it'll save me an hour of prep.
Taking all the sticky tape off and take the tape off.
Those
were the days.
So look at this coming together now, look. Yeah, so I'm just trying to line that up a little bit so it looks the same both sides.
Okay, yeah.
And again, I've done this in pretty colours, but you imagine that done in more masculine colours. Yeah, it would look just as fab. Right, so we're on to the decoration. So I'm going to show you what I've done. I'm just wondering whether I've got time. I've got the butterflies here, which are from the compendium box. So the Sweetheart.
Oh, is that the one that's in the compendium?
This is the one that comes with the compendium,
okay.
yeah.
Lovely. It's a really popular bundle, that particular one. Look at all these bits. You've got loads here. £89.99. Obviously, you're going to get lots of elements, 201 elements in there. So it all comes beautifully boxed, but you've got your papers in there, you've got your chipboard or your grey board elements in there, embossing folders, you've got dies, you've got absolutely loads in there, all on that gorgeous butterfly theme with that papillon paradise, as you can see as the title there. 321019 could possibly be the last opportunity that that you get to get hold of this, to be honest. And what an amazing price there with the
It's
£35
absolutely worth
saving.
it. It's absolutely jam-packed with products that you're just not going to be able to get anywhere else. And now I'm laughing. I don't know whether you could hear me giggling in the background because I'm laughing at my little bag of tricks. Are you ready for this? It might take me an hour to do. This is my little bag of tricks.
Are these all going onto the card?
These are all going on this card.
Okay.
So I think what I might do, because you don't want to watch me sticking all these on, I'll show you a couple just to show you how they look.
Okay.
So the flowers have been done in exactly the same way as the stars. So I've used the lavender. These are the romantique flowers. Now I need to just mention to you all that the original flower dies from last year when I launched on my birthday event last year have nearly all gone. So if you're collecting them, there's probably only going to be a couple of more times when I can bring them back here because the stock is nearly all gone. So these are the romantique, and I've done exactly the same thing. Look, and I've stamped the white ones with the milled lavender distress oxide onto just the plain ones. And the words, I'm going to do a word now and show you. So I've got happy birthday to go on each star, and I should have best wishes somewhere. So the sentiment dies, again, I know I'm sounding like an old broken record, but the sentiment dies have nearly all gone as well.
Oh, right.
So I'm gonna cut one of these live to show you because it's nice to show you how they work. I've already done mine, obviously, and then while I'm faffing sticking it all on, you can do a little recap. Is that all right?
Yeah, so do make sure you're getting hold of those. I'll show you them all in closer detail in a few moments, but you can see there you've got an abundance of sentiments from your congratulations on your wedding, anniversary, engagement, retirement, whichever you're choosing. Obviously, you add that in there. And then you've got your regulars, like your happy birthday, your best wishes, especially as well. That's a nice one as well, isn't it, to add on there? And such a beautiful kind of loopy, swirly font, absolutely gorgeous for any occasion. But you can see you've got £10 saving these, £69.98, and you're going to get all the dies that will allow you to create these beautiful scripted sentiments that you're going to use over and over again, to be honest. They'll be your go-tos, won't they, those?
These sentiment dies are phenomenal, and I know when I first released, we just sold so many so quickly. And if you look at the silhouettes, the actual shadows behind them, they're actually nearly as detailed as the words, and that was something that I was really specific about when I designed them. I didn't just want big blobs behind it. I wanted as much detail as I could get.
Gorgeous.
So I'm going to show you this, and we will do. I'll just do with love because that's what's here, and I'll do it all at the same time. So, with love, we're doing in the bit of card that's left over from that, and the shadow we're going to do in. Just in plain white, because that's generally what I do. I think I might have been a bit tight with that. Look, I've literally just snipped it off. I'm on a card budget. And we'll run that through. So again, on the manual machine, when I find my plate, which is here, just to show you that they are as good on manual as they are on electric machines. So I'm just bringing it back because I can't be bothered sending it all the way through because it's like 3 meters long, this thing. So that shows you how intricate these words are. Yeah. And this shows you how detailed
swirly elements in there as well. So that's a tricky set. This is a brilliant set, I have to say. Looking at the different sentiments, you've got everything that you could possibly need within this particular set, and it's proven to be a popular one as well. So £69.98. 2 flexes again on that one. So again, spread the cost if you're wanting to. But you can see all of those different occasions are catered for within here, and those kind of connective words as well. So you can make little phrases. It doesn't have to be just 2 words. It can be that you can really personalise your phrase that you're wanting to use with this one. Absolutely gorgeous. So popular one, those 2 flexi buys, £34.99.
Did I just hear 4 minutes in my ear?
You did hear it.
You do know it'll take me 20 to stick these flowers on, don't you? So I just wanted to show you, look, that's how delicate the actual fine words are. And then the shadow itself, I don't know where my tweezers are, but the shadow itself is actually quite fine as well. and you can obviously just lay them on top. 3.5 minutes, right, I'm going to run out of time, so I'm going to start sticking,
Okay.
if that's all right.
We'll see how far we can get. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a kind of a recap. So shall we talk about the one-day special to start with? Because, of course, we launched this at 6 o'clock this evening. You've been waiting for this one. Lots of you were placing your orders before we even went live. And you weren't just going for your one-day special, you were going for both of them, but you were going via the complete collection, which I'll tell you about in a few moments. But when you're looking at your one-day special, you've got a set of 3 dies, but you've got a lot of content within these dies because you've got your multi-layer aspect with these, that beautiful little kind of scalloped edge to them, but then you've got additional elements that are utilising every last piece of metal that you've got within that die. Fabulous little shaped buttons. So the first set, your option 1, is where you've got your octagon, you've got your ingot, and you've got the star that Phill has been working with. It's a very popular item, but lots of you have been going for them both together. Now, you are going to get a £6 saving when you're going for option 1. You will also get a £6 saving when you're going for option 2. And option 2 has got your heart, your labels, and your flags in there. So those are £12 worth of savings that you've got if you go for your 2 one-day specials. Now, naturally, if you're going for both of them, you'd like a little bit of an additional discount. Well, you have. Rather a generous one if you're a Freedom member. But let me explain. Everybody is saving at least £15 because a £3 saving on your screen there is in addition to the £12 saving that you're getting from your 2 one-day specials. Now, of course, this changes if you're a Freedom member because you've got that additional saving. You're actually saving £13.49 on top of your £12, which means you're actually saving £25.49. Now, normally you'd be paying £19.99 for one of these sets. So you will be getting one of those sets as a bonus, plus an additional £5 if you want to consider it that way. And everything comes with magnetic sheets so you can store everything to perfection, which is brilliant. And you've got 3 flexi buys with this one. So first payment today, if you're a Freedom member, delivered to your door, all of these dies, giving you the capabilities to do those fabulous layers, to get that intricate detail with these. And of course, you will find ways that you're going to be able to interchange these, use them together. We saw that fabulous idea where the flag was used on its side there. The ingot, a lovely design, as you can see with that one. And then, of course, you've got the gorgeous hearts in there as well. That is one of your options, but the 2 options will also give you that star that we've seen Phill working with. You'll also have the fabulous ingot there, which I think is a classic style, perfect if you wanted to do portrait or landscape. And then finally, you've got your octagons with those. 116 if you're wanting to get hold of it. Rapidly approaching 40% of the stock has gone. It's the launch hour. I've left you 45 seconds.
I've never put flowers on so quickly on a card. Let's put that on there that way. Right, so there we go, look.
Beautiful.
So we've gone from the blue wedding card, and we've made a birthday card, and that's beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
And I finished it.
Wow, well done. Well done. That's brilliant. Thank you, Phill.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll see more from you at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock,
with
yeah.
Yanis. He's going to love this collection, mainly because it's such a brilliant deal. And we all love a bargain, don't we? But don't forget, it's not the only bargain to be had during this hour. Check out some of those additionals. And don't forget that fabulous luster card as well. It's a must-have. 6 brand new colours. Get it into your basket at the same time. Thanks, Phill. See you later.